What is up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, and if I'm in a better mood when we do our live streaming and everything like that, it's probably because the weather here is getting much better in the Central Valley, so I'm super happy about that, guys. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the news. So the roguelike dungeon crawler Tangledeep is coming to Nintendo Switch in early 2018. Now the Steam Early Access version updated with Monster Corral feature. Roguelike dungeon crawler Tangledeep, which is currently available for the PC via Steam Early Access and GOG.com, will come to Nintendo Switch in early 2018, developer Impact Gameworks has announced. Here's an overview of the game via Impact Gameworks. Tangledeep is a dungeon-crawling tribute to the golden age of RPGs, inspired by the lively visuals and music of such classic games as The Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger. Its strategic, turn-based gameplay combines the accessibility and polish of these games and draws from the rich history of roguelikes from the NetHack to Siren the Wanderer and even modern dungeon crawlers like Diablo. Players can approach the ever-changing labyrinth in a myriad of ways, and the game's robust character job system and huge assortment of equipment to create a unique experience with each playthrough. The Tangledeep soundtrack is also highly notable, featuring two styles, an authentic retro SNES version and a modern version with beautiful orchestration and live recording instrumentals, largely including music written by Andrew Zircon Aversa, the game's programmer and designer. The Tangledeep soundtrack will also feature guest contributions by legendary composers such as Hiroki Kikuta of Secret of Mana and Seiken Densetsu 3 fame, and Grant Kirkhope, composer of games like GoldenEye 007, Banjo-Kazooie, and Yooka-Laylee, plus also Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, Impact Gameworks also announces that the PC version of the game has added a new Monster Corral feature, which enables players to capture any monster and add them to their in-game corral located in Riverstone Grove. Each monster has its own stats and traits and will respond differently to other monsters in the corral. However, with proper care and affection, a happy monster can accompany players as they explore and fight their way through the labyrinth. Captured monsters will develop relationships with one another over time and can be bred to hatch new monsters with similar characteristics and stats of that of their parents. So there's kind of a Pokemon feel to it as well. More details about the Switch version of Tangledeep will be announced in the coming months. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this game up is because the type of company that it's trying to put itself in. When you first look at it, yeah, it looks like a Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger type of game. You see that art style, and I really like that about this game. It's an RPG. They're trying to channel the classic Super Nintendo feel, so I felt that it would be a great game to discuss a little bit on the PE news segment here, and I'm looking forward to this one. And they made the right call. See, this is when you make a right call when you're a smaller developer. Yes, you can put this game on a bigger install base, right? First, maybe PS4, Xbox One, whatever the case is, but they know that Nintendo Switch fans would probably get more hyped about a game like this than any other system, so they're prioritizing bringing it, as far as consoles go first, they're prioritizing it, bringing it to the Nintendo Switch, which is the one announcement. Now, maybe it'll come to the PS4 and Xbox One down the road, but I love the fact that they kind of identified who this game would probably appeal to most instead of just saying, okay, install base, that's it, you know. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm excited about it, and here you go. Now you have me talking about it, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to be interested in this game too. I'm going to see if I can check out the early access or get like a preview build from this company. I want to see about this roguelike type of thing, because you guys know I have a love-hate relationship with rogue type of games. Like, if I lose all my progress, then I have a problem with the roguelike, but then if I don't, that's cool. I don't have any problem, you know, playing the game. So we'll see how it is once I check it out myself. But what do you guys think about this game as far as Tangledeep coming to the Nintendo Switch early 2018? You guys excited for it, especially when they're saying that it's going to be similar as far as the style and some of the gameplay to classic RPGs like Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article. A brand new Professor Layton game is planned for summer 2018 and an anime in 2018 as well. So I actually talked about this before, and this is really more of an update as actually confirming this information than it is anything else, because I actually did a video about this information that we're going to go over, but at the time I labeled it rumor because I guess it wasn't confirmed. But now we do have some official confirmations from Level 5 themselves, so we'll get into the information again just in case if you missed that video. Plus we have some new information about other Level 5 plans. So a new Professor Layton game is planned for release in summer 2018, according to the September issue of Licensed Global magazine, which features an interview with Level 5 Abby designer, Vice President of Marketing and Licensing Simon Waldron. Additionally, the latest issue of Total Licensing magazine reports that a television anime series based on Professor Layton is in development for the 26-episode broadcast in 2018. Outside of Professor Layton's series, Waldron offered information about plans for Level 5's other franchises and Licensed Globals. Now, just to go over this stuff, because I actually already talked about it and I don't want to read exactly word for word what it is because it's just like what I read beforehand, but Inazuma 11 is coming to a Nintendo platform, an unspecified Nintendo platform. We don't know which one, but it's obviously going to be the Nintendo Switch. Now, when it comes to Yokai Watch, Level 5 is currently planning to premiere Season 3 of the TV series, which will broadcast across Europe and North America in early 2018, and supported further by New Toys, publishing, and all of that. Plus, Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectre, that's also going to be something that's coming out as far as the states go, and it's going to coincide with the stories in the upcoming season. And then the Snack World, they're looking at localizing that as well. So all this information is confirmed. I labeled it as rumor beforehand, but now we do know that it is confirmed. So any of you guys that were looking forward to this stuff, as far as what Level 5 is doing, Inazuma 11, the Snack World, Yokai Watch, that's all confirmed at this point. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about Inazuma 11, which I did before, but I'll mention it again. This is actually a game that I'm interested in when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. Now, and also Professor Layton as well. That's also probably going to be on the Nintendo Switch at some point, maybe smartphones too. But yeah, like Inazuma 11 is probably the game that I'm most interested in. It's supposed to be like some type of RPG soccer type of game. I should probably just use the word football for soccer, just because most people identify it as football. So, football games, for example, like Mega Man Football or Mega Man Soccer, you know, I actually played that a lot as a kid and thought it was pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't like that game, but I played it a lot as a kid, so maybe that can channel some of it. I think this is probably much better when it comes to Inazuma 11 than Mega Man Football or Mega Man Soccer, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that franchise going forward, especially if it's going to be on the Nintendo Switch. That's definitely something that I want to check out. The renders that they showed off beforehand look beautiful. It looks like it's going to be really cool if they put that on the Nintendo Switch, which I think that they will. They've already hinted at it very heavily. And Professor Layton, that can also be a low-key system seller for the Nintendo Switch. A lot of people really like Professor Layton. They think that it's a great franchise. They have some really cool puzzles, stories, characters, and all that. So if they put that on the Nintendo Switch as well, that can also be a big game for 2018 when it comes to summer or whenever they do decide to release that. So what do you guys think about Inazuma 11, Professor Layton, all the different games here? I know this is some information that we already covered, but I wanted to make sure that I did report it as if it was fact, not necessarily rumor, like I did in my previous video. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here, we have the Media Create sales for September 25th, 2017 through October 1st, 2017. Trials of the Cold Steel 3, Fire Emblem Warriors, and more as far as the sales go, plus the Nintendo Switch getting a pretty big bump. So, PlayStation 4's sequel, The Legend of Heroes Trials of the Cold Steel 3, sold 87,261 copies during its first week of release in Japan, the latest Media Create sales figures have revealed. Now, to compare The Legend of Heroes Trials of the Cold Steel 2, launched in September 2014, to 86,283 sales on the PS Vita and 65,498 sales on the PlayStation 3, for a combined total of 151,781 units sold. The original Legend of the Heroes Trials of the Cold Steel launched in September 2013 to 81,622 sales on the PS Vita and 67,718 sales on the PlayStation 3, for a combined total of 149,340 units. Also new this week, Fire Emblem Warriors launched to 41,491 sales on the Nintendo Switch and 18,357 sales on the new Nintendo 3DS, for a combined total of 59,848 units sold. FIFA 18 sold 55,919 units on the PlayStation 4 and an additional 12,616 units on the Nintendo Switch, for a total of 68,535 units sold. And Genkai Toki Castle Panzers opened up at 10,389 units sold. On the hardware front, Nintendo Switch saw a big surge, moving 73,231 units compared to an already impressive 43,426 units in the previous week. And I'm not going to go over each single single game as far as the sales charts go. You guys can check that out in the link in the description below if you want to, but I will go over a few different games here just because Fire Emblem Warriors, while it did okay, 41,000 units sold, almost 42,000 or going near that amount, I thought it'd do a little bit better than what that did there, but at the same time, still not necessarily horrible. And once again, it is a warrior style game, and I think that it might have some legs in Japan when it comes to things, but I thought that it would do a little bit better. But either way, I do think that a lot of people who probably weren't able to get a Nintendo Switch at that point probably bought Fire Emblem Warriors and the Nintendo Switch because sales for the Switch, with more stock in addition to the game actually coming out, boosted sales quite a bit. So 73,000 plus for the Nintendo Switch as far as hardware sales go. Very good across that front. And if you're looking at the games, a lot of Nintendo Switch games in the top 20. Just going down the list, we had Fire Emblem Warriors, we had Splatoon 2 selling another 29,704 units, almost 30,000 units for this game, and it has a grand total of 1,190,563 units sold. Very good when it comes to Splatoon. Pokken Tournament not dipping out of the top 5 with another 23,543 units sold. That is actually really good. It looks like Pokken Tournament will cross 100,000 units sold within the next 2 weeks. And then also, if you go down to number 7, once again, a Nintendo Switch game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, selling another 15,098 units. It's going on 800,000 units sold now. And then on top of that, FIFA, which in my opinion is like meh, whatever, yearly rehash, but at the same time, still sold another 12,000 plus units on the Nintendo Switch. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sold almost 8,000 units, and then even going down, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 at number 19 sold another 5,000 units, about a little bit under 5,000 units. So if you look at all those different games there, 5+ games on the Nintendo Switch in the top 20, very good when it comes to things. Nintendo's doing very well in Japan, and like I said, with the Nintendo Switch, the sales, 73,231 units sold in Japan. This is essentially the new main system, and I think a lot of developers obviously are taking notice. You can't ignore these sales here. And Bandai Namco, like, look at this, dude. Like, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the Nintendo Switch outselling Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And by the way, where is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? It's not in the top 20. I just noticed that. Yeah, Everybody's Golf has 4,000. I'm looking through here. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 4,500 about. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is no longer in the top 20 after 1 week of sales, guys. After 1 week, it is dropped out of the top 20. Once again, Capcom, evaluate who actually wants your games and look at what you're doing, because flops are starting to come out here. I mean, pretty much almost every game outside of Resident Evil 7 that's launched on the PS4 and Xbox One has been a flop. So you might want to consider who you're selling your games to and what you guys are doing. I understand install base, but you guys better start changing course pretty quick here. Although Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 is coming out for the Nintendo Switch, I'm actually excited about that one. So we'll see what happens in the future when it comes to Capcom and game sales and what they decide to do. So let me know what you guys think about all these different sales here. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes. Plus, we have Discord voice chat and prized eShop tournaments. In addition to that, also make sure you check out our new live streaming schedule, which will pretty much be rolling out new live streams evenings all the time. We got some great stuff. If you sponsor PlayerEssence, it's just kind of like Twitch, to where if you sponsor or subscribe, you get some cool emotes. We got a brand new Mankiku Sharingan emote in addition to Toby and Headband. So make sure you come through to the live streams. We're going to be playing a pretty cool game tonight, so look forward to that. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Nintendo, and Japanese gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.